tour of the Simplicity member site, which you can access from our website, simplicity.kiwi, just click on login in the top right corner and it'll take you to the login page. Pop in your email and password and it will take you through to your account. Today we're going to be Michael Smith. Michael has a KiwiSaver and an investment fund. If you only have your KiwiSaver with us, then you'll only see KiwiSaver, and likewise if you only have an investment fund, that's all you'll see. So Michael has his KiwiSaver invested in our growth fund. Let's click on the account and this will take us straight to the summary page. This gives you an overview of your account, contributions made, tax, fees, returns, etc. There's a useful calendar feature at the top so you can define a period and get a quick snapshot of activity during that time. If you're interested in returns and want more details about the performance of your current fund, select Performance tab. This is in the main menu here on the left. You can look at a set period of time, for example the last month or 6 months or a year, or you can define a date range using this slider tool at the bottom of the chart. You can also hover over a particular date to see the change in unit price up to that given point. In the transaction section, you can review your full transaction history. You can filter transactions by type, so you might want to click on employer contributions or fees, and you can set the time period here too. This could be useful, for example, if you're trying to work out if you've contributed enough in a year to be eligible for the full government contribution. Michael has his KiwiSaver in the growth fund, but switching funds is easy and you can do this online. If you click on the switch page, you see the other funds available and below are the profiles of each fund. We strongly recommend that you read through this information and understand what you'd be invested in and any risks associated with this before you confirm the switch. In the menu, you'll also find the fund selector, which is a tool that can help you with this decision. When you're ready, you just choose the fund, hit the switch button, and it takes 2 to 3 working days to process. I don't think we'll switch Michael today. The next section is home loans. If you're eligible and interested in applying for one of our first home loans, you can click on the home loans tab. Once it downloads, you'll see that you can use the calculator to check how much you could borrow, and you can complete a conditional pre-approval application. So application and calculator. And once you've completed the application, you'll receive a letter which gives you instructions about the next steps. The next 2 things are tools that we think are really useful. So the future projection tool allows you to work out the saving trajectory that you're on based on your current savings, fund type and contribution rate. And you can have a little play around in here and have a look at what changing your fund or contribution, what effect that might have on your savings over time. And you can use the age toggle at the bottom to see where you might be at a certain age, which can be useful for making retirement plans. The other tool is Where is my money, and this gives you a total breakdown of what you've invested in. Our KiwiSavers are highly diversified, so you have over 3,000 investments. They're organised by continent and then by country, and you can see exactly where and how much you have invested. Under the Tools and Documents section, you can view your annual statements and download all of the key forms, including retirement withdrawal setup and first home withdrawal. And then finally, under My Info, you can update your own details, including phone number, preferred name, and you can adjust your prescribed investor rate, and you can change your email too, which takes 2 to 3 days to process. It's worth pointing out here our FAQ section, which is in the top menu. This is where we answer all the most frequently asked questions. If you can't find the answer you're looking for and want to get in touch, one way of doing that is using the contact form here within the member site. It pre-populates with your details and you can just add your message or question and hit send message. So that's the KiwiSaver section of the member site. If we go back to the accounts page, we can switch over to Michael's investment fund. And everything in here generally works the same. So the summary provides an overview and you can look at particular time periods. Transactions you can filter by contributions, withdrawals and fees. Just be aware on the transaction page that the investment fees are not included here, but they are listed on the summary page. You can switch funds the same way as KiwiSaver. There are a few additional investment funds available, and again, we really recommend reading through the fund profiles before you make any decisions. With an investment fund, you can make a full switch or a partial switch where you just move some savings into a different fund, and when you're ready, just hit switch. The tools are the same as KiwiSaver tools as well. So you've got the fund selector, you've got the where is my money and future projection tool. If you go into forms and documents, you'll find your annual tax statements as well as the withdrawal form for family trusts or companies. This is a downloadable form. To make a withdrawal from an individual, joint or child investment fund, you need to go to the Withdrawal tab on the left and you can complete the required information. You just submit this form online and it takes 3 to 4 working days to receive payment. And then again, my info, where you can update all your details yourself. So finally, if you head back to the accounts page, you'll see a settings button. This is where you can reset your password, and you can also set up 2-factor authentication for your account for additional security. Just click on that button and you can get the full instructions. So that's the Simplicity member site. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs on our website, simplicity.kiwi, or do get in touch with the wonderful team at info@simplicity.kiwi. Thanks.